It was
heavenly.
So good. Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back for another Disney dining review.
Today, we're headed over to Dahlia Lounge. We were just recently talking about this on a podcast, and we were like, we need to go there. Because we've been there for cocktails, but we have never actually had any small bites because it's right across from Toledo, and we're usually either going to or leaving Toledo and don't want to spoil our dinner.
I particularly love the food at Toledo, and because this is the companion bar, I think any snacks they have here should be pretty fantastic, but we will see when we get there. Now, What I am truly excited about, what I cannot wait for, something that I just discovered. So in Toledo several years ago when we went there as a couple, it may have been the dining review, whenever we went there as a couple, there was a mezcal old fashioned and had a very strong
during the
hint.
Holidays, yeah.
It had a very strong hint of orange in it, and it was made with mezcal, and it was a very, very light-bodied old-fashioned. It was fantastic, and every time I go back to Toledo, I ask for the mezcal old-fashioned. There is a Oaxaca old-fashioned on the menu at Dahlia Lounge. I knew they served it there, but I have now it is officially on the. It was on the menu at Toledo, but it was a special cocktail,
seasonal, yeah.
And it has not been back on the menu at Toledo. So I don't know how long it's been on the menu at Dahlia. I don't remember seeing it the last time I went there for beverages, which was, I don't know, just 6 months ago. So maybe it has been. Maybe it's been there the whole time and I just haven't paid attention, but I am really excited to get the mezcal old fashioned.
So he's getting that. I have no idea what I'm getting yet. And all of the little small bites sound delicious. So we're gonna have to get a little sampling because we haven't had dinner, and this is going to be dinner.
All right, well, I am getting hungry and there are no reservations. It is just a walk up. So are you ready to go to Dahlia Lounge?
Yes.
Let's do this. We have arrived and they have it back on the menu. I don't know when it came back, but the Oaxaca Old Fashioned is here. It didn't come out with one large cube initially, but I shamed them into giving me one. Actually, I just asked if they had one and they said, sure, no problem. But it is made with mezcal instead of bourbon. So this is one of my favorite old fashions on property. We've got chocolate and orange bitters in there. Oh yeah. So well done.
All right, I am very jealous because if we were not here for a dining review, I would have gotten that same exact drink. I love that old fashioned, but I got the other one she recommended, which is like Tequila Daisy, which she said is her favorite, and it's got tequila, It's like an orange liqueur, like a Mediterranean orange liqueur. There's lime in here. Oh, and grapefruit. That's good. It tastes honestly like a margarita. It's exactly what it tastes like. So if you like margaritas, you would like this cocktail for sure. All right, we got so many yummy good things. First is the jamon croquetas, so the ham croquettes. It is a huge little croquette ball. That's really good. Not as good as Spain, but really excellent.
Okay, we also got the sliders, which comes with 3 of these wonderful little sliders. They are so cute. Anyway, it looks like a really good mixture of, we got a beef patty, some cheese, bacon, some sort of like pepper situation going on. There's a really good char on that burger. That is excellent. It's not like a hockey puck like you would expect from such a small burger, but the bacon sets it off nicely, that cheese, and then there's a little bit of sweetness in these peppers. Man, that's tasty. And it comes with some chips. Okay, we also got the charcuterie board, and holy cow, this thing is amazing. This is a proper charcuterie board. So previously, my favorite charcuterie was GO82. This might rival that. There's a lot of good stuff happening here.
I don't know where to start with this. You've got the little naked almonds. I don't know what they're called, but those are always yummy. You've got the like mixed olives. You've got several kinds of meats, cheeses, different breads. So let's see. Get a little cheese. I don't know what kind of crispy bread this is. A little jam. That's delicious. All right, so we did it. We got the churros. That is as close to heaven as you can get. Oh my gosh. That is fantastic. It is like crispy on the outside, but creamy on the inside, and that chocolate dip is phenomenal. It is piping hot. It's so, so good. Definitely do not skip the churros. All right, we're gonna enjoy every bit of these. We'll finish this up at home.
All right, we are back.
Before we get into this, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts.
I got my mezcal old fashioned, and we may have found the best churros on Disney World property. We will get there. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with the churros. I'm just kidding.
Ambiance and theming.
All right, so this bar is fantastic. You have indoor seating, you have outdoor seating. Inside, there are so many soft goods that like soak up noise that it's actually very pleasant in there. I love the pictures of Walt. It is from like a movie, and I can't think of the name of it, like some obscure movie. But there were dandelions in this movie, and so the light fixtures on the ceiling also correlate to this movie with the dandelions, and they look like dandelions. It's fantastic.
This was from a story that a waitress told us there a couple of years ago, so we actually didn't ask tonight, so she's trying to remember from then. I love the views from that outside balcony and really sitting inside. We sat inside tonight. It's still hot here. It's October 1st and it's still hot here. So we sat inside tonight, but the views from the balcony, I did go out there. So Dahlia Lounge faces east, but that porch, that balcony kind of wraps a little bit around. So you get great views of Blizzard Beach and Hollywood Studios primarily. If you look all the way to the right, you can kind of see Animal Kingdom. If you look all the way to the left, you got Epcot. And then if you go to Toledo, you can kind of see Magic Kingdom in Toledo. So great views from up there. Of course, you can see the entire Coronado Springs ground from that side of the building anyway. Gran Destino Tower is really, really well done. Just walking in, everything from the lobby to the elevators where you don't have to walk in and push a button, like you just choose the floor you're going to, it tells you what elevator to go to. Those are really nice. You go up to this wonderful little reception area, and it is Dahlia Lounge and Toledo right there across from each other. So we walked right in. There was no waiting for a seat. It was perfect. It did fill up a little bit whenever we had been there for a little while, but I really love the ambiance specifically. Like, it wasn't overly loud in there. The views, the inside, the outside, seating, all of it together, like the ambiance really pulls it together. The theming is good with the Walt and the story, even though we can't really remember it. But we gave ambiance and theming combined a 4.5.
And the chairs were really comfortable, which I think is a big plus.
At first I thought you said churros because that's where my brain is. So it took me a second to be like, the churros were comfortable. That's weird.
Bet you guys can guess that the churros were really good. All right, let's talk about service. All right, so our waitress was actually fantastic. Like she was very like forthcoming with suggestions and Johnny on the spot with like water and filling up our water and bringing us things and checking on. One time she passed by and Dan had like moved his old fashioned like off to like the windowsill because we had so much food on the table, and she was like, oh my goodness, where did your old fashioned go? Do you need another? Like she just like instantly noticed that it was gone. So I was very impressed with her. Very pleasant, very on top of things, a little above and beyond, not just doing her job. Like, she just did a good job. So we gave service a 4.5.
Let's talk about drinks. My drink specifically, the Oaxaca Old Fashioned, looks like Oaxaca. Anyway, it phenomenal. Like, I love this Old Fashioned, and I'm a bourbon guy. I love bourbon Old Fashions. I really like rye Old Fashions too, but man, if you get a good mezcal Old Fashioned, because they do a good one in La Cava del Tequila. There's a couple different types of alcohol. And this one specifically at Dahlia, it has tequila and mezcal in there. And then it's got some agave syrup and then like orange and chocolate bitters that really just like pull it all together. I mean, you smell this thing and there's just a whole this bouquet of orange, if you will, orange peel. And there's an orange peel in it, of course. It did come out with a bunch of little tiny ice cubes. And I looked at her, I'm like, do they not have one large ice cube? Because every time I've gotten it at Toledo, it's come out with one large cube. And she goes, oh yeah, sure, I can get you one. And she took it back and I'm like, that's the only thing that made it a little bit negative to me, because if you're making an old fashioned and you got one large cube back there, you need to serve it with one large cube. That being said, I'm not gonna bash the drink because of the bartender that didn't put the correct ice in it. So my drink specifically, I think was a 5. You didn't like yours as much.
All right, mine was okay. And listen, maybe it was because I was a little jealous of the old fashioned and I wish that I could have gotten that. But we're doing a dining review and we really try hard to get different things whenever.
And I did share mine, by the way. You had some.
He did. But I got the Tequila Daisy, which was the next one on her recommendations, and really like the next one on the menu that actually looked really pretty good to me. And it was basically like a grapefruit margarita
Paloma
type thing. I didn't get a ton of grapefruit. It just kind of tasted like a normal margarita. Any margarita that you could get anywhere. Which for me, like if I'm getting something that is supposed to be a little bit special and it doesn't taste special, then it's not special anymore, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it was probably 3.5, I would say. It wasn't like, it wasn't something that I'd be fine to drink it again, but I'm not gonna seek it out. I'm probably gonna get the old fashioned next time. But because of that, we landed on a 4 for drinks.
Just get the Oaxaca Old Fashioned and you'll have a 5 all day long.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta do.
That's all you gotta do.
All right, food. We got 4 things. We were only gonna get the 3, but she talked about the churros so much that we had to get those at the end.
I'm so glad we did.
So we got the charcuterie board. We got the jamon croquettes. Croquetas. And then we got the sliders. So I think my favorite of those 3 were the sliders.
Yes.
Came with 3 small sliders. The char on the beef patty was unbelievable, so good, and it wasn't dry.
Yeah, with like a juicy hamburger. Like, I mean, it wasn't, you think char and then you're like, oh, the inside's gonna be super dry. No. There
was bacon and aioli, cheese, and some sort of like sweet pepper relish thing that just, it was just a wonderful bite of food. The the barbecue chips it came with, whatever, they were fine.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about that. But
we got too much food to actually enjoy them. I
had a few
problem.
of them, but the sliders were the star of that show.
Yeah, for sure. The jamon croquetas. Listen, we just came back from Spain this summer, so maybe I'm a little spoiled in that case, but those were not croquetas. They were like
giant ball, like fried balls. They were like
this big. They were so big. And I don't know, they were good, like they were fine, but knowing what they should taste like, I was like, probably won't get those again. The charcuterie was a really fantastic charcuterie board though. Like there were a great little like olive bowl. There was I call them naked almonds. I don't know what they are, raw almonds.
Yeah.
But, and then you had like a few different kinds of meat and a couple of different kinds of cheeses. I really appreciated the couple of different kinds of bread. There was like these little crisps that had kind of like a sweetness to them. So like to put the blue cheese on there with like the jam, that was like perfection right there. Like I just loved it. Anyway, then we got the churros.
Oh man, these churros. So it comes with 3 churros that are shaped kind of like a horseshoe. And they're massive. So it's almost like getting, I guess, 6 smaller churros. Now, I don't think they're gluten-free like the ones at Nomad Lounge. I didn't ask, so maybe not. Anyway, I liked it without the chocolate dipping sauce. They were fresh out of the fryer. And these things, it had the perfect outer crust, like the crunch. But then inside, it was like soft and just hot, almost dough. Like it was hot inside, not raw, but almost raw. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like the crust was perfect. It was perfectly cooked. It was
heavenly.
So good.
I think I literally said, this is as close to heaven as you can get. Like it was just, I think they might be better than Disneyland churros. I mean,
Disneyland churros are kind of like where the bar is, because Disney World churros usually aren't that good.
Really
We
terrible.
really like the Nomad Lounge churros, but these churros, fantastic. If you go to Dahlia Lounge, get the churros. 100%, hands down, get the churros.
Yeah.
The churros were a 5. The ham croquetas, those were probably a 3.
Yeah.
And then, the charcuterie and the sliders were around a 4. They were both good. So we average all that together and we get a 4. So if you average all that, 4.5, 4, it is a 4.25 out of 5.
listen, Dahlia Lounge was fantastic. Definitely a great place to go, whether you are doing pre-dinner drinks before you head into Toledo or post-dinner drinks, or maybe you just want a little snack. Because you're
Churros.
staying at Coronado and
Churros.
you want something to wrap up your night and you need some churros in your life, because
Churros.
that's a great option. It's just so good.
Get the churros.
Between the food, the drinks, and the views, I love it.
Super good.
All right. Well, if you're liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.